It's fiddly. Oh no, is he broke? No! Right, this is worrying. This is a bad start. I'm not gonna know how fast I'm gonna go, mate.
Does it spin?
It does as well. See? It's a power meter. I'll find the way. I'll find the way. This can work. There you go. It's all in the timer. He's hanging on! Hang on, Ian!
So, little road ride this morning. We're out in the Pennines. It is the Atticus shop day. So an organised ride with my mates who run a kit brand. Despite it being a road ride, I'm on my gravel bike because my road bikes are in Switzerland still. One day, they'll make it home. On the plus side, absolutely scorching weather, perfect day for it. Let's ride bikes. Why are we cycling today, Jimmy?
This Saturday, that's what you do on a weekend, isn't it? Ride a bike. We are participating in one of 3 group rides heading out of the Atticus HQ. I can't remember the name. Is it Allée de Femmes?
Allez le bleu!
In celebration of women's cycling, featuring Lou Vardeman! Enter Lou Vardeman.
She's not here.
Oh, she's way off the front.
She's on the other ride.
She's in group 1, which is going a third faster, a third longer, and will still beat us back.
Not if we cheat.
Well, we are. We've already cut this one shorter.
Oh. Cool as fuck! Earlier on in the ride, I was like, Jimmy, why are you riding so slow? He's like, I'm saving myself.
For that one moment.
For that.
Nothing left.
Ah, I see. This is good. You get basically a bunch of people to come out on the ride. We sit at the back.
It's like when we did ride to Paris with Hot Chili.
Yeah, they think we're leading the ride when really we just sit here
Chilling.
and sort of just do it. Tom does all the work. Tom and Ian.
And we're basically just having a catch up.
Yeah, it's been good. How are you?
Yeah, is that guy's name Ian, is it?
No, the little ducky on the front. A lot of squeaks coming from your bike, Jimmy. There's loads of flies following you, Jimmy.
They're actually following you. They weren't anywhere near me a minute ago. They've literally left you and moved on to me.
Right, have fun.
No, they're going back. They're going back. Slides are back.
Fast, man. Gotta do it, man. This is the leg. This is the portrait leg. Mac Miller on my butt.
You've got Mac Miller on yours.
No, it's coming. That's the next one. Go on, get your butt to the floor. Go on, lad.
What is this all about?
Watch the fam. It's the rules. Watch women cycling.
So you're a celebrity today. That's why people are coming
right?
to the Atticus shop to come and see you.
Yes.
And for people who don't know, you are the leader
Yeah.
of the Internationals.
Yeah.
The women who were cycling the Tour de France the day before the Tour de France every single day to
2019.
raise awareness
Yes. To campaign.
about there not being
Correct.
a women's
About there
Tour de
not
France.
being a women's Tour de France and to campaign for women to have the right to be able to ride a Tour de France.
Now there is a women's Tour de France.
Yes.
So what are you doing now?
Yeah, retiring from campaigning. No, we're supporting the race. So the big thing is, and that's what, so Zwift are the main sponsor, which is awesome that they're getting behind it, but the big thing is trying to encourage people to watch the race. So like, if it's not successful, then it won't grow. So the main thing is to get people watching the race. So we want people to watch the fam, which means watch women's racing, get excited about it, and then hopefully the race will grow because it's an 8-stage tour for the first year, and then hopefully it'll go from there with more sponsors, more coverage, all that stuff. So it's starting out good. It's in northeast France, so it's not really a Tour de France. It's a kind of northeast France, but that's cool. It should mean that some supporters can travel around with the tour. The coverage should hopefully be the full stages and stuff like that instead of the last like 20k or whatever. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to be on Eurosport, GCN Plus, stuff like that, and apparently worldwide coverage. So I don't know, you know, for people outside of UK and stuff, what channels it'll be on, but apparently there will be worldwide coverage of it.
Google.
do the Googles.
Tour de France fam.
Tour de France fam. Starts the day the men's tour finishes, so hopefully there'll be a load of excitement and momentum for people to be excited about Tour de France things, and then they can watch the women's race for 8 days after that.
We got a new bike as well.
It took 2 years. I actually ordered it. So I did podcast with Chris, and we were talking about like disc brakes and things like that, because apparently they work and stop bikes 2 years ago. And the bike came in fairly quick. The group set took forever, but it finally came here. So I picked it up last week, and I like it quite a lot.
She smells like a burger though.
Oh. We turned a section of our warehouse office into a pop-up shop. This is pop-up number 2. And we are celebrating women's cycling. I think you've already spoken to Lou, haven't you? We've got 2 more. The next one is about endurance with Chris Hall. And then the last one is end of season party, where we will have loads of beers without alcohol and maybe a slice of pizza.
We do have 10% off on our website, because we appreciate a lot of people can't be here, so we're doing 10% off on our website. However, you have already told me, Francis, that you're going to be too hungover to edit this video in time before the discount ends. We will do a special code for you and your viewers for 10% off.
11.
Oh, you want 11% off?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do 11% off. No. Deal. Francis, 11.
When does it actually expire? When do you run it until?
End of the week? I don't know.
Link down below in the description. Attacus Cycling kit, jerseys and shorts, and other stuff. Like thermal jerseys, which you really wouldn't be wearing on a day like today, unless your name was Josh Reed.
Am I acclimatising?
Acclimatising for...
The desert.
It's 60 degrees
doing the whole
inside
of
him
Europe.
right now, so it's going to feel cool when he gets there.
Did you probe him?
No, we have a thermometer at
Oh,
his
right.
gun.
You said it's 60
At all times?
degrees.
We have
A
a
wireless one.
monitoring his temperature.
To end today's episode, I've got a box of stuff which I bought off the internet because one of you commented, lovely long-term subscriber, don't get me wrong, that Tiagra and Sora group sets are or would you say? Hit and miss at best, or something like that. Now, I have an inkling that that is incorrect, but there's only one way to find out. So I bought a lovely Tiagra group set, and you know what? Actually looks quite nice. Now, of course, all the stuff that you see online gets bumped up the rankings if it gets clicked more, and people tend to click the latest stuff. So that's why everyone's seeing 105 Di2 at the moment, and you know, top end group sets from SRAM. So stuff like this often gets overlooked, and I wanted to compare what you'd get from a very well-known brand like Shimano for around the same price as some of the group sets that I've been riding from AliExpress and other places. And this was an obvious one because one, it was actually in stock, and I've seen the latest Tiagra before on other people's bikes, and I was surprised at how good it looked. I mean, I'm not being funny here. That is Ultegra from 2012. Like, it's not that heavy. Cable is blue. So yes, now I have a rim brake Shimano Tiagra group set, and I will put it on a bike as soon as I have a bike that I can put it on, because none of mine are rim brake. So I'm gonna have to source one. I might have to do some digging on eBay to see what there is. Ideally a Scott, because I'm gonna have to ride it to see how this actually performs. But on the whole, first impressions, like, it looks good. I think people massively underestimate group sets like this. This is officially mid-range, or considered mid-range by Shimano. 105, if you speak to the tech guys who actually work there, they consider that a high-end group set. So when people use the term group set for the people, this is probably more suited to that term. And this was 330, 340 pounds. So bear with me, stay tuned. If you have any immediate questions, put them in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Watch the Women's Tour de France, starting at the end of the men's. I'm actually gonna be in Paris the day before that starts, so I'll see if I can find some people to talk to. Thank you for watching, please subscribe, and see you guys soon.